when we found out about the MS, as you can imagine, and as you've experienced, if you also have the disease, we went through the whole gambit of emotions. First there was the fear of what we didn't know. We didn't know anything about multiple sclerosis. It was completely new to us. Nobody in my family, nobody in my wife's family. It was just a new thing, and there was just this fear of the unknown. And then there was the shock. Most of my life, well, all of my life, I'd been pretty good health. I didn't know I had any major health issues going on in my life, and so I just kind of assumed that that's the way it was going to be for the rest of my life. I was going to always have good. In fact, I never really thought about it. Couldn't imagine myself having some disease, some terrible disease like this, and my wife was even more so. It just blew her mind, and really it rocked our boats. Frankly, it just really rocked our boats, and we really struggled with that aspect of it, because there's a sense of security that we had that was really a false sense of security that was gone. So we had the fear, we had the shock, and then there's the fear of what tomorrow might bring. And that has a lot to do with that loss of sense of security, which is there's a grieving that takes place now. All the dreams that I had and all the ideas of my future is all, it's up in a puff of smoke in a sense, because I don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. I don't know what the future's going to have. In reality, I never really did. I just thought I did. I thought I had that security, but it wasn't there. And so we went through all of these emotions, and it was a very difficult time. And there was the grieving. You grieve over the loss of that security, that loss of tomorrow, and what you thought you knew that tomorrow was going to be. And with MS, that's one of the things about this disease. You have no, you really don't know what tomorrow might bring to you. There's just all these. It's a big question mark, and so we went through all of these things, and it was a stretching time, and it was a hard time, and it was very painful to watch my family, watch my wife going through this. I had a daughter that was only about 18 months old at this time, and I was still working. I was able to work, and I still am. I thank God. And my wife would be home, weeping, crying, and my 18-month-old daughter was there with her, and all these stories that we have memories now of this little girl bringing tissues to mommy, and putting her arm around her and hugging her, and comforting her. And it was a powerful time for us. We were going through some real difficult things. It was very, very hard. And on the other hand, we've been really, in a sense, protected in a very real way. What we had to do was determine, what are we going to do now, because the neurologist was, instantly went right into this thing about interferon medications and the different meds that he wanted me to be on. And we just didn't know. We didn't know what to do. We didn't know, anything about these medications, and what it was going to be like. And so we started doing some research, and it really opened up a whole new world to us that we didn't want to have opened to us. But we started learning a lot about what's happening in the medical field in different areas, and it really opened our eyes to a lot of things. We didn't have a peace about it, and it was my wife and I together really didn't have a peace about going on the interferon medications. And it's a long story, and I don't want to bore you any more than I probably am. But the end result of a lot of different circumstances that took place, people that we met that have MS, doctors that we met, and everything. The end result was that I never went on any kind of interferon medication. I never went on Abonex and Beta-Ceron. Those are the two biggies. And, some of the new ones that, well, not new anymore, but medications. I've never taken any of them, and I really haven't wanted to. I just didn't have a peace about it. And I have to tell you that this is a decision that is very personal. And you have to really, really look and investigate and research what you can. You need to search your heart. And I prayed. I prayed a lot about this. I prayed about that decision. I asked for guidance in that. I really believe that I was guided in the decision that we made. Before I was diagnosed with MS, we told a friend of the family that I might have it, very, very dear friend, and she sent my wife and I a book that was by Dr. Roy Swank, and it was the Swank Diet book. And we'd got to talk to a couple people that had been on that diet and was doing it. And so we really, again, had a sense that maybe this is what we should do. And I've been on the Swank diet, which is very low saturated fats diet, a lot of the right kind of fats and oils. And I've been doing that ever since about 1997, before I was diagnosed, for sure, thinking that was something that I may be dealing with. And I've never stopped it. And I've never had any additional types of symptoms or exasperations come up outside of the one with the double vision, losing the sight of my right eye temporarily, and then the senses in my feet and the lower part of my legs. So one is, I'm very thankful for that. It's a difficult decision that we made. It was a very personal decision. And I don't tell other people to do that. Because, for one thing, it's a life change. And we work really hard on the diet, and it's been working very well for me. And my wife has gone on the diet herself because it is a very healthy diet anyway. And it's easier for her to cook for, the same for all of us. And so that's what we did. And that's what we're doing. And we will continue to do that.